Good morning, my friends. We are now here with our lesson 15 problem set. So we're still in module 5. We're on lesson 15, and we are now going to begin to work on counting by tens and the different ways we can count up numbers. So we're going to look each one of these groups, right? We call these 10 frames because we've got our box and we've got a row of 5 on top and a row of 5 on the bottom. We know 5 and 5 make 10. So we're going to count how many tens do we have, and then we're going to write the numeral that goes with it. So if you look here, they've already done the first ones for us, right? 10. So we'd write 10. 1 10, 2 10. We could also count by tens and just say 10, 20. So they've written 20. Now we have 10, 20, 30. So 10, 20, 30, 3 groups of 10 makes 30, and we write that with a 3 in the tens place, and then a 0. And then you would say 10, 20, 30, 40. So we now have a 4 in our tens placed. There's still 0 ones. And look, they've done, what number is this? Yep, 50 for us. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's 5 groups of 10, and then a 0. And now we can count 1 10. 2 10, 3 10, 4 10, 5 10, 6 10, 6 tens, the same as 60, so we write a 6 in our tens place and then a 0. Now we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So those 7 groups of tens here, yep, make the number 70. And I bet you're seeing the pattern here we have already, right? We're moving up by 10 each time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So in your head, you can make a guess. What do we think it's going to be here? Yep, if you said 80, you're right. And we can count to check and say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Remember, we had that with an 8 in our tens place and then a 0. It's going to come after it. Let's check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 90, yep, we've got 9 groups of 10 and then no one, so it's 90 right there. And then our last group. And if we look at how they've put our 10 frames in place, right, they still use the 5 groups. So we've got 5 on top, 5 tens on the bottom. So 5 tens and 5 tens make 10 tens. And if we count up the 10 tens, we'd say 1 10, 2 10, 3 10, 4 10, 5 10, 6 10, 7 10, 8 10, 9 10, 10 10, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yep, our group of 10 tens is the same as 100. So we now have a 1 in that hundreds place, a 0 in the tens place, and a 0 in the ones place to make 100. Now we can turn over to the other side of our lesson 15 problem set. And here we can see stairs, kind of like we've done before. On these stairs, we're going to be counting down from 100, right? So if we go back at this first page, right, we started at 10 and counted by tens all the way up to 100. On this side, we're going to be counting down from 100. So we're going to help the puppy down the stairs and count down by 10. So we have our dog, he's at 100, and then it goes down to 90. And then what's going to come before 90? Yep, 80. And then 10 less than 80 is 70. And then 10 less than 70 is 60. 10 less than 60 would be 50. 10 less than 50 is 40. Yep, 10 less than 40, 30. And they have 20 for us. And then 10. And we can check by counting up and say 10, 20. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so we're going to count up by tens to say 10 ways. So we have, how many tens here? Just 1, 10. What is next? Yep, 2 tens. So we'd write our 2 tens, and then they have 3 tens for us. And then we would go to 4 tens, and look, it has us go all the way around. What's 1 more than 4 tens? Yep. 5 tens, then 6 tens, then, ooh, they left a blank. So if we keep saying what we've been doing, we can say 7, and then we'll just write out 10s, which we know we spelled T-E-N-S, and then up to 8 tens. Great work.